Thank you for the reminder, Jen, to record. All right, welcome everyone to Monday's meditation. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do something differently today. We're going to flip it around and do the silent part at the beginning before we go into meditation. Okay, so when I get silent, sit comfortably. Really try not to lay down because it's 6 a.m. You're tired. You're probably going to fall back asleep. Let's sit up. I invite you, if you've been coming to these meditations lying down and you fall, but that's fine. This is your practice if that's what you want to do. But if you are someone who is sitting while we're doing this, splash your face with cold water, get up, do what you got to do, and not sit in our space, right? I want you to do whatever you do, connecting with that tube, connecting with that space, seeping down into that meditation. Do not think about what you have to do today. I invite you to please, if all you do this whole time is focus on your breathing, counting 1, 2, 3, holding 1, 2, 3, exhaling 1, 2. If that's all you do, like, listen, I can't do it, Kim, then do that. Focus on count, literally count, hold it, exhale, do it to 4, do it to 5, do it to whatever number, do that. Do not think about what you have to do after. Do not think about what's going on for the rest of the day. Then we're doing that for 3 minutes. And in actuality, it should be a little bit longer. We're going to start with 3 minutes today. All right. So starting now, catching my breath. When that alarm goes off, then I'll go into the meditation. All right, guys. So let's start now. Okay. That was 3 minutes. Nice deep inhales and exhales. In those moments of silence, this is the most important part of the meditation. Those quiet moments when it's just you and your guides and your gods and your ancestors sitting in a sacred space. You are making this space for this communication. You are making this space for this grounding. You are making this space for your spiritual practice. You are making this space for new habits. You are making this space for higher vibrations. To start your Monday, to start every day in this space. There's nothing better you can do for yourself. Do not feel overwhelmed by Monday. Break it down. Even if there's 101 things you have to do, you cannot do them all at once. Break it down one by one. You're in control. It's just Monday. Think about how the week has been. Think about how you can shift this week. Whatever came to you in that moment, in those silence, that quiet moment in the beginning, pay attention to that. If all you did was breathe, continue that practice, because I promise you, give it a second, give it some time, and you will start to hear them. Your answers, your guides, the whispers and the directions. Everything that is presented to you is a gift, and they want you to remember that. There's no good, there is no bad. We are given experiences. Anything you go through, you get to decide how you're going to perceive it. Your thoughts, your words, your actions. So when life is lifing, do not go into panic mode and say, this is something bad. Stop. You are heavily meditated. All right? Stop. Look at it and say, okay, this is an experience. I'm being given this experience for a reason. Why? This is not comfortable. But I'm going to work through this because this is a gift. Just like when it's a nice one. Ooh, look at this gift. I like this one. This is very pleasant, wonderful, amazing. They're all gifts. Life is gonna life. You get to choose. Keep it nice and simple today. Take a nice deep breath. Audibly exhale. If you can, let it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That always feels good when I exhale like that. All right. Open up them eyes. Boom. Full of energy today. That was different. That was different. How does everybody feel? How did that feel in the beginning to start it off that way?
Okay, let me just say this was the meditation that I needed because I am like prioritizing my silence right now. I went to Buffalo, New York on like just a whim. Like I took an Uber for 4 hours from Ligonier, PA to Buffalo, New York, like because I requested off and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see the falls again. And this whole weekend has been just like in my space silence because I work retail and I'm constantly on the go and I'm constantly using my words. And now it's just like I'm at an Airbnb by myself. I'm not wearing pants. I take 4 showers a day because I'm just here in my own space, in my own element, in my own silence. And I just, this spoke to me. I cried. I was like,
Aw.
this is my meditation. This is what I needed. I just needed silence. So, yeah,
Mm.
it's been brilliant.
Zoe, I love that you said, fuck it, YOLO. I'm going to take an Uber 4 hours to go and be in my space. Like, that's amazing. How are you doing with single life? Are we doing good? You sound amazing.
Yes. So, the last time I was in Buffalo, New York, ironically, was on a Tinder date. Our first Tinder date, he was like, I'm gonna take you to the falls. And I was like, this is cute. It ended up not working out between me and him. But I fell in love with Buffalo. And now this is like my town. Like, I love it here. It's the
Something
most
happened.
magical place. I don't think I could live here, but I love it so much. It's like just the nicest place. I
Chris
love it so
said she
much.
loves Buffalo too. I honestly, because of how cold it is in the snow, that is so funny that you both are like, I don't think I've ever in my life said, I want to go to Buffalo, New York. I think I've actually said, I don't ever want to go to Buffalo because of the snow and like,
That's
you know what I
fair.
mean? And just like with all the jokes on the Buffalo Bill, she said, Taste of Buffalo is my jam. Kristen, that's hilarious. You're the first two people I've ever met that's like, I love Buffalo, New York. I don't want to live there, but like, who's not from there? That's hilarious. There's a tie. There's definitely a tie between you and Buffalo because when your heart like feels someplace but about a location like that, there's something there. So good. I'm glad you found your Zen space. And yeah, and I'm glad you like that meditation. That's funny because I've been doing this for 2 years. We've never, ever, ever started a meditation in silence. Ever. I kind of liked it. I think that's where we're going to be shifting, guys. We're going to start the meditations and we might do longer before we go in. That quiet space, that beginning, that's so important. Um, we may flip it back and forth sometimes because at the end too, it's nice to have the thoughts and then go in, but that quiet space, yeah. So Zoe, you must have been the reason why because because like I said, I've never started. That was the first time ever. So good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad it was what you needed. I hope everyone else, I don't know what else. I just hope it's helping everyone shift. I hope that was good. I know I liked it. It was different. It felt uncomfortable for me. I gotta be honest with you. You loved it. Okay, good. Yeah, it was like it was different. So I don't want to say it felt uncomfortable. It was like it was just different. It was different. It was different. So we'll see. But I just do what I'm told. Yeah, so good. I'm glad
For
it.
me, for me, it was good. It gave me a chance to um, really put into practice, like being able to get into that space because I have been noticing recently that my brain has just been on overdrive. And when I come in the morning and you're taking control of us getting into that space or whatever, that I'm just not getting there. I
Mm-hmm.
just haven't been getting in the spot that I've needed to be. the last like probably 2 weeks of meditation. And today it was a lot easier. I want to say easier, but it was a lot more effective
Yes.
getting me there.
Yes, yes. Oh, that's so funny. Ratty said her mom graduated from Buffalo. A lot of ties to Buffalo. Helps to build the practice. Yes, Jen, same thing. And Kristen, yeah. And I think that's why they said that, because it's like it has to, like you said, it helps you drop into your space. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning. So yeah, I think well, they told me that's probably where we're gonna continue to do it, where we do that. And then it's gonna grow longer and longer and longer and longer. And then yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But definitely okay, good. Yeah, that's what I was like. It was different from me, but that's how I start like when I'm in my own space, when I'm not with you guys, like and on the weekends, that's how I start my meditations. And I actually meditate sometimes before I come on to this meditation. So not that I cheat, but I get that time. You know what I mean? I do get that time and I do it. So that's why I was like, okay, we're gonna start with that silence. I think that was a good shift. So thank you, Zoe, because I don't know if you were the catalyst for that, but definitely it's a good shift in this group. I think it's gonna be wonderful. So all right, everyone. Remember, we don't care about Mondays here. We kick Mondays ass. So hiding your face was for you. Yeah, it was, it's interesting, like these different they were like, it was something about, they said somebody that watches the meditations, nobody on it, but somebody that watches the replays, sometimes when they're not paying attention to the meditation, they're paying attention to me, is what they were saying. So they were like, don't distract. They were like, this one, just turn your camera off so they focus on the meditation. So that's why I was like, oh. And it was like right before we started. So I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I just thought it was funny. And then they were like, start with the silence. But this is definitely where we needed to go. Definitely where we need. I know, right? I was like, oh, gee. And then I couldn't hear anyone. So that's why Jen was like, if you were to talk about Kim, do it now. Mon is mine in French. So really, Monday just means my day. Yes. Yes, mon chéri. I know that. All right. Love you guys. Everybody have a great Monday. Monday, my day. And I will see you all mañana. Bye, guys.